Good afternoon. I wonder if I need this. What do you guys think? Hey, congratulations. So first of all, a little housekeeping thing. I was brought in partly to check the excitement meter. So in a minute, I'm going to ask you all to stand, and we're going to measure how you guys celebrate so we can kind of get it in our minds and stuff, right? So please, everybody stand up for a second. So this is how we're going to measure it. I'm going to hold my hand right here, and this is like, you know, kind of like the polite clap and everything else like that. Here is exuberance a little bit more, and this are rock star celebrations. Can you guys do that? What? Can you guys do that? All right, so here we go. Here's this. Let's hear it. Oh, don't knock over the podium. All right, here's the middle level. You ready? You guys ready? Okay, here it goes. Here it is. Let's hear it. Pretty awesome. All right, this takes a lot of energy. So you guys ready? All right, let's hear it. We're going to hold it for a little bit. Here we go. Ready? Here it is. All right, give yourself a hand and have a seat. Way to go. Uh-oh. Oh, good job, you guys. So that's called insurance. Actually, one of the things I'm doing right now is I'm prepping myself for a TED Talk. So just in case you guys don't clap at the end of my presentation, I already have you guys doing it now. So thank you very much for that. I am honored and really honored to be here. I've done this a couple times before, and every time, I'll take this out. Every time I've done this, I've enjoyed it immensely because you guys are such an inspiration. So one of the things I think about, what does it take to do what you guys have done? There's a little thing I call the genius gift. It's in everyone that's here. Graduates, family supporters, and friends. We all have this genius gift inside of us. What is that? The genius gift is something that we do almost seamlessly. It's something that we appreciate doing. You cosmetologists that are here, holler out if you guys are cosmetologists. I know what you're thinking. You're looking at me like he doesn't need a haircut. I gotta tell you, I get a haircut twice a month. But I don't think she's really cut my hair. I think she holds a bar of soap up there and hums. But having a beard trim and stuff was really good too, because I was going to be in front of y'all. So the amazing thing about it is you guys do connection exceptionally well. It could be that when you started off, you were thinking, you know what? I really enjoy people. I enjoy being around people, and that's where I like to make the difference, right? Not only that, who doesn't like a good haircut? Especially somebody who doesn't have any hair. So your strength is your connection. One of the things I wanted to do when I was 12 years old, I was watching this guy across the street, and he was putting stucco up. And he did it seamlessly. You guys have seen people do stucco on the outside of houses. He would scoop it out of the container, he'd wipe it on, and then go ahead and scoop it again. And it looked amazing. So he went to lunch. So I had to go try it. A little 12-year-old kid going over there. First, it was a lot heavier. I still remember to this day what it was like. I went and scooped it up. It spilled all over the place. I pushed it against the wall. And sure enough, when he came back, he was disappointed. He didn't like my work, so I was a little disappointed about that. But I have found one of the things that I can do and what I appreciate is connecting with people. You guys are such an inspiration to me. Part of this is such a wonderful gift for me to be here. So strengths and weaknesses. How many people by raising your hand know what your strengths are? All right, here's the big one. How many people here know what your weaknesses are? How much time do we spend on our weaknesses? It's crazy. Like we spend 80% of the time trying to figure out how to fix this thing in us, right? We're disappointed that we can't connect with family. We have problems doing certain parts of our job. Maybe we can't hold on to the job. I don't know. There's certain things that happen that's a weakness. And we spend so much time focused on that. Don Clifton wrote a book 15 years ago about knowing your strengths. And in that book, he talks about one thing. Spend more time on your strengths and less time on your weaknesses. Imagine that. Like, take your strength that you have. If you were to spend all this time focusing on your strength, whether it's education, whether it's working on cars, whether it's med, any type of thing that you guys building is, some people just love numbers. So I encourage people to focus on your strengths. Spend 80% of the time on your strengths and then 20% of the time on your weaknesses. Doesn't that sound better? Anybody willing to try that? We've got one person, way to go. But really, it's something that we really have to work on. It's a great opportunity. There was a lady that was divorced for 2 years. And she hadn't gone out, didn't do anything. It was just tough on her. And so one of her friends said, you know what, you got to get out. So she goes on a dating app and she signs up for a date, right? So she goes on this date, meets the guy, they sit down at the table. And she's kind of happy, a little nervous. And halfway through the dinner, the guy looks right at her and says, you know what? I don't like you. I don't like what you're wearing. I don't like how you have your hair. I don't like how you dress. And you chew with your mouth open. And that's hard. So he folds his napkin and throws it on the table. And she's, of course, devastated, right? Here's the kicker. She never went on the date. She didn't. This is all in her head. She didn't even go on the date because this is how she thought it was going to work out, right? Self-talk is one of the most powerful tools that we have. I would dare say you guys got it nailed, right? Let's try it again. Right? Self-talk is our best friend. It's us in our head saying, you can do this. I was a victim for the longest time. I always had such lousy self-talk. And when I turned that corner and made a decision that I was going to support myself instead of drag myself down, poof, all of a sudden I became successful. Self-talk, if on the people on the fringe, if you guys haven't been doing a good job, all you have to do is embrace yourself. There are so many things about us that are magical that we can celebrate and think about. We can be great with cameras. We can be great with all these different things. Embrace that and tell ourselves, you're good, you got this. So I encourage everybody to use good self-talk. To our graduates today, they call me a motivational speaker, some say inspirational speaker. You know what I saw when you guys were standing out there and all your support that's around here? Smiles and excitement and everything else. So you not only graduated for yourself, but you guys graduated for your family, to help support your family, to all these wonderful people here supporting you. This is an inspiration, you guys, for the people that are here watching. It doesn't get any better than that. I am so proud of you guys. And they are too. I saw a guy here with a bouquet of flowers, had to be like 100 in there. I mean, it's giant. I guess he had to raise these flowers in a hot tub or something with cold water. That's amazing. To see the support that you guys have here right now is so powerful and encouraging. So thank you guys so much for having me. I really appreciate it. You guys are such an inspiration. And as you walk past here and pick up your paper, which is like, can you imagine that in your hand right now? How cool is that, right? when you pick that up and you go outside to celebrate, you party hard because you know what? This is such a big deal. God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Congratulations.